Well, good morning. I wanted to do something a little different, and it's a brand new year, and I've been thinking about bits and pieces of what I would like to do with my channel this year, and just venture out a little bit more on what I do and who I am and what my life is. And my channel is about my snakes, and that's why I chose to. I'll move you away a little bit. I'm in my pajamas. It's early morning and it's the start of my day, and this is my life, and this is who I am and what I do, and I want to do a little more about the person that I am, because that is a part of my snake's life, and I want people to get to know me personally, and that isn't really how YouTube is it? I feel it can be so impersonal. Is that a word? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not a person that likes being that. I like to know people behind that particular camera. And if you notice in all my videos, I'm a hand talker. I can't not move my hands. I'm so sorry. It's a big part of how I do things, and I'm sure that you've noticed it many times in my videos. But I often talk about my relationship with my snakes, or what I feel my relationship is with my snakes, and how I feel I've achieved what I have with them. And I've explained bits and pieces throughout the year of how I achieve things with my snakes, and I see more and more people developing the same style of now caring for their snakes. And that was something that I started my videos for, was to show people a completely different side to what I think they perceive snakes to be or capable of doing. And it's been acknowledged by a lot of my viewers that they see that, and that they are doing that with their snakes, or looking at a different way of caring for their snakes now. And that, if I can say, means the absolute world to me, because that tells me that people are watching and listening. And I've always said from the very start that I'm no expert when it comes to snakes. I have them in my life. I care for them as I do. I tell you how I care for them and what I've seen that works. And then I leave it completely up to you to make up your own mind on what you think and what you feel and how you want to do things, because we all are different. And I guess that's a little bit about why I want to do some more personal level videos as well, is because I do want people to understand. And I'm always giving my nose a little bit of a scratch because my hair flies into it, and makes my nose itchy. But we are all different, and it is important to remember that it's what makes the world go round. And if we were all the same, I think life would, well, I know life would be so boring to us. So just because I might be doing a little bit of a different style of video every now and again, not all of the time, but I do hope to, at least once or twice a week, just put a little bit more of a personal one-on-one up. I'd like to know what you think of that, because I would like this to be a time where you leave a comment and you ask some questions. This is your opportunity to ask anything that you would like to ask on the subject that you want to talk about. If you're feeling down, just want to say something, you can always do that in a personal message. You don't have to put it out there on the public message section. So I don't want to keep this video too long, but I do want my snakes to still be involved, and I may not have one out, but I want to show you where and what they do at this time of the day and what's going on with them, which may not be a lot, but I can explain to you where they are in their day or their week or their feeds or shedding, or what I plan on doing next, or what I'm up to within the enclosure, because there's always something going on, some cleaning, or it's time to switch up to a bigger enclosure, which I'm looking at very soon for Amaya, and of course Tessa, who is getting a big girl. So let's go and visit Lily, and I'll tell you where she's at in her week. Or is it feeding routine? You know, because it all goes together as to where your snake is at. And Miss Lily here is and should be digested. And I know there's light there. I have no problem in opening up the enclosure. All my snakes are very used to me opening the door and me saying hello. Hey Lily, how you doing, sweetie? I'm sleeping, and I'm not going to say hello to you yet. But I fed Lily a couple of days ago. She had a good meal of mice, and she ate a couple of chicks as well. But Lily didn't eat in her enclosure. She actually ate out up on the hangout spot. So, you know, Lily does that, and I'm cool with her doing that too. There she is, just chilling out. And I know lots of people love Lily, and has become one of their favourites, and I can understand why. She's full of personality, she's stubborn, she's a lot of fun, and she certainly tells me what for, I tell you. Can I have a look where you are? Where's your head? Probably a bit dark. Hey, good morning. Not quite ready to do a routine. I've digested. I'll come on out today, but she will today. I can see it. You might say, how can I see it? Because I know her routine. I know how she ticks, basically. Because here's Jack, who is also a favourite of many. And I had Jack out yesterday. This door is so hard to open. So stiff. Hey, Jack. As you can see, he's getting darker as well. So not what I would call shedding, but he's getting there. Oh, hello, dude. Hello. How you going? Good morning. How you doing? What are you doing? Hey, buddy. He spent most of the day out yesterday, actually, and today he will be coming out and overcast but warm, but he'll be coming out and going to the bathroom. Will you not? So we're going to go outside later, buddy. But thank you for coming and saying hello. Okay? Thanks, buddy. Well, of course, go and check on little Amaya, who also just shed yesterday. So, she's doing really well. She's growing, and like I said, she's ready for a bigger enclosure. I know she's little, but she'll manage a bigger one. Hey, Amaya. Gonna come and say hello or not? You see? Oh, hang on. Just let me see. She'll poke a little head around. Hello. You're gonna say good morning? You're gonna say good morning? No. As you can see, her colours are starting to really come through now. Those yellow bands there. So yeah, she's doing really well, and I'm really happy with her. She's going to be a beautiful girl. And that's not because she's what she is. As I always say, it's not how they look. It's their personalities, their behaviour. That's what I love about each and every one of my snakes, just how different they are. So, we're going over to Jessie, who, as you will see, is a boy that thinks that the door opens and maybe he gets something to eat. So, you know, he's always thinking it's time to have something to eat, but it isn't. Is it, bud? You're always hungry. Of course, he does realise after a little while that no, it's not a feeding day. It's actually just Mum coming in to say hello to me. But you know, as you can see, he's watching my hand, and yeah, and I'm not silly enough to go any closer either. Am I, Jessie? My little Apani. And guys, I don't always disturb them as in opening up, but I do always say hello to my snakes every morning. So I will open this lid, and little Miss Apani never has a proper, oh goodness, I stood on one of the dog's toys and it was furry, and I thought, my goodness, I've stood on a tail. But little dark in there, but there she is, poking a little head out. And she needs to be in a little bit bigger enclosure than this tub. And you know, the little spotteds, you know, they manage these little tubs for quite some time. I'll zoom out, because they are so little. And even Amaya's is going to seem huge to her, But I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to put plenty of things in there for her to hide in, and to be well covered and feeling completely safe in there. Of course, I will leave this here for her just in case she isn't happy, but she's certainly adjusted to... Oh, sorry, darling, I moved too fast for you, didn't I? Hey? And is turning out to be one social little girl, like all my snakes are. Hello, darling. Good morning. Good morning, darling. Oh, you can't see her. Oh, I touched your tail. Where are you going? She's hiding now. And that's what I mean. Give them plenty of little hidey places just to make them feel comfortable. And, you know, Pani has no troubles coming out and being out of an enclosure at all. Just like the other guys. So now it's a good morning to my beautiful Tessa. And that is exactly what she is. Well, I think she is, at least. Hey, sunshine. Hello, darling. How you doing? It's not your tucker day. Not at all. But it's certainly a day where you can come on out today, if you would like to. What do you think? Would that be good? That'd be good. Hiding in the shadows. Hiding in the shadows, sweetie. She's just up there, keeping warm. She was fed a couple of days ago. Good little eater, my Tessa. Well, she's always hungry, Tessa. Bit like Jessie. They're young snakes, they're growing. Remember, they're hungry. They want to eat, they want to grow, but also be mindful to not overfeed them either. And it is better to give them 2 smaller feeders over the week on separate days than to give them that 1 big feeder. What do you think, Tess? Just keeps those hunger pains away, I think, for the little ones. Even though I don't consider her to be a little one anymore. But certainly for Tessa, it's, I think, good to give her that, you know, 1 feeder, and then a few days later give her another one. And then I might extend her out for that few extra days, just so she's got some time where she's not digesting and she can come on out and have some time out to exercise as well. There she is. So Maya, she has just shed, and shed very well also. So we'll go on over and say a quick hello. It's a Maya and a Pani's feeding day actually today. And yeah, Maya shed. She's had a good meal. Where are you, sweetie? Hello. Hello, darling. And good morning to you. Those little faces. How you doing? Hey? So guys, this is the morning, and then she decides to bring her little head out a little bit more. You can see flicking that tongue and seeing whether there's any food available. Not today, sweetie. And you're going to be coming out too. Have some time out. So even though I don't video every day, guys, every day, one or the other of my snakes comes on out. And if not one, it could be 3. And when you've got quite a few snakes, you know, you've got to have spare time. And if you don't have spare time, don't have so many snakes, because I will always say it is so important to be able to have time for them. And we all want, take that out of Zoom, because we love them and we enjoy them, that we would love to have a multitude of them in our lives. But it's not feasible. You know, I am looking at, of course, getting a couple more. And I can have time to have a couple more. And if I didn't think I could have the time with them, I certainly wouldn't be getting them. And I think it's unfair to get a snake just because you want that particular species. So if you're thinking about getting another one, and I'm not talking about breeders, I'm talking about just us everyday people that love them and love having them in our lives, think about whether you've got the time to put in with them, because there's so much more to them. You know, for me, the important part is having that time with them, but a very important part is remembering that you have to change water. If they do mess in their enclosures, you know, it's not just a little pick-up for me. I like to do a good clean of that particular area where they've actually messed as well, and disinfect it and so forth. And that also gives me a bit of an opportunity to have one of them out while I'm actually doing that. It doesn't mean a complete substrate change, but certainly a good portion of the area where they've weed, because you do not realise that it does go and spreads out amongst that substrate. And I like my enclosures to be opened and you cannot smell a darn thing in there at all, because it's lovely. Now I'm going to say goodbye to you. This isn't, you know, my normal kind of video, but I did and do want to share a little of a day with you. I will probably edit bits, and as the day goes on I may add a little bit more of bits and pieces. So I'm going to say ciao. I'll say ciao first on this one, and always take care of yourself and your family and your snakes.